Meikovanen everyone, and welcome back to more adventures in Skyrim with Aleya. So it is July 13th, 2023, and I tried recording this yesterday, and I played for about an hour. I got up to Esbern, and the audio was not working at all. I didn't, because my Windows had updated, and usually I remember to check this, to check the the audio settings in the OBS, but whenever it updates, what tends to happen is it just resets everything to not connected. So the mic was not connected, my Yeti mic, and the sound of the game, it was not connected. So I just did a test now, and it works, so it should be good. I will try to somewhat recreate what I did yesterday, but that's in terms of like the steps I took. But if I try to do it exactly as I did it yesterday, it would become too artificial. But I'll try to be mindful about those things. But if something new happens to pop up, I'll just handle it, integrate that into the recording, and that's it. So, oh, and I think what I'll do is I'll still upload the other one maybe at a later time, maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 days after this one, just so you can see it in case you're just kind of curious to watch it. But there was no sound, so. Oh, and I just want to say, I think people nowadays, especially because of the internet and everyone can, type their opinions or make a video and complain, people have become too picky, or they complain too much. For example, and I brought this up, I believe, yesterday, and that's about with Skyrim, how they're complaining. I saw one video complaining how he's kind of done with Skyrim because he did everything you could possibly do in the game, and he was complaining about the combat. He didn't like the combat, but I think the combat in here is still great. It's a first-person game, and he compared it to like Witcher, how there's better combat like in Witcher. But to me, I thought Witcher was just terrible combat. I didn't like the combat. The controls were a little weird, but the combat was just really weird. I prefer this one. This is just a nice, fluid, combat,
Be careful.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't mean to swing at that kid, but,
Have to kill to get that blade.
oh,
It's
yeah.
out of my way.
Oh, hey, okay.
But you seem alright.
Yeah, okay. But I think the combat is great. It just feels very, like, very immersive. You're there, real time. So I love that. The other thing is The Witcher Season 3 with Henry Cavill. There's a couple things I want to say about that, though. The first thing is the complaints about him leaving. Of course, I think that sucks. I hate that. And then they're getting Liam Hemsworth to play the role, to take over the role. I think they should just, if they were smart, they would have foreseen this and then just ended Season 3, hopefully with Part 2. I just saw the trailer for number 2, or Part 2 of Witcher 3, or Witcher Season 3. And hopefully they ended it that it's, it's done, and they're not gonna go through with Season 4. But first, they thought, what was it, that he left, or he left because he got the role of Superman, so now he quit, right? And I think that first assessment was correct. But then, of course, somehow something happened. Either he put something, or the press, or his publicity guy, whatever, came up with some, just like when you're watching a movie, or how you see it in movies or shows, where you have the the guy. It was just a balloon testing thing. You know, when they try to cover up the UFO or something, or some kind of conspiracy, the government would come up with a cover story. So the one in charge of the cover story made up the thing. Oh no, it was because of the creative differences. Yeah, that's it. Okay, well, I don't doubt he's a fan. I'm pretty sure he was a fan, and you know, you saw the whole thing of him putting a computer together. But honestly, it is because he got the role of Superman. It's for the same reason that that guy who played Hawk in Titan, Hawk and Dove, left Titans because he got top billing for his Jack Reacher. That's the truth of it. That's just the fact. But people like to, you know, they like to fawn over, you know, oh, Henry Cavill and blah, blah, this and that. Sure, he's great. He's a great Witcher. Liam Hemsworth is going to suck. But the truth is not, don't get into it, you know, the creative differences and all that. I just think, you know, when people star in these things, you'll notice he was out of the spotlight. So he wanted to star in something to hopefully get the attention of, you know, maybe a bigger movie producer and get himself back up there on the big screen, which he thought he did with Superman. He thought, you know, now he's going to get back up there on the big screen before. But, you know, I do remember him from Hellraiser Hellworld. He died in that one. I think the hooks got him, you know, from Pinhead. But anyways, so I think that's just what it is. There's no hate for him for doing that. It's completely understandable, but that's what it is. The next thing is people are complaining about season 3. I think it's awesome so far. I'm like on the 3rd or 4th episode of it. I think it's quite great. And people just love to complain. I think they're complaining just because it's the last of Henry Cavill, but I think it's great. The fight, that one take fight was awesome, I thought, in that first episode. Season 2, or part 2 of season 3 also looks great. So that's it. I just wanted to get my 2 cents out. Okay, very quickly, because I remember some things that I did, so hopefully I can get through this much quickly. There we go. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, and I think this guy has my fishing pole.
Need me to carry something?
I'll get the fishing pole because I do remember doing some fishing. Or was it the other skeleton who had my fishing pole? Maybe my other skeleton had it.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice, shouted him apart.
Yeah, nowadays, it just seems like people are commenting or making videos to
It means so much to us to have the claw
to
back where it
just
belongs.
get like
Thank
some
you.
kind of attention, or they title their video something, promising something, but it's not exactly what they talked about.
We're the only people around. Some may call this junk.
Or they want to comment something witty just to get a bunch of thumbs up on their comments and stuff. I hardly comment otherwise, you know, other than if I'm complaining about, not complaining, what do you call that? Like a question about if there's, for example, like with Baldur's Gate 3, I'm dealing with freezing issues, so just help with troubleshooting something, you know, if they're aware of a problem and how to fix it, that kind of thing. That's typically when I would, you know, comment. Okay. Oh. is it on? There we are. Can't remember if I sold that thing, but guess I can get rid of that. I sold any of okay.
Till next time.
I think these guys have some junk actually. I didn't
Need me to
do
carry
this
something.
before, but the last time, so. Ah. Okay, good.
May the hist guide
A
us.
sale? To attract new customers? Camilla, everyone in Riverwood already shops here. There are no more customers.
I think I have these to collect, right? Okay, I'll keep those.
The Riverwood Trader is there.
Maybe we
Take
could
a look.
go on some sort of trip. Take the wares on the road. Get some new customers.
Till next time.
And my shoes, right? This is what I used. Here we go.
That's really not at the top of my list, no. Camilla, I need you to focus.
And I put some potions away because I noticed that was really taking up my carry capacity. good enough.
Good dog.
Oh. Oh, no, no, no. There we go. Okay, so now I'm heading to Whiterun, and I'm going to take the carriage to Riften. Oh, and I gave a synopsis of the last 2 episodes, which was a two-parter, crashing the Thalmor party crashing. So in there, I met up with Delphine, who turned out to be a member of the Blades, and she gave me the task of infiltrating the Thalmor embassy and to meet my contact there, who was a Bosmer, wood elf, right, named Melbourne, to help me, smuggle me in there, or smuggle, some of my items in there. And, so I went in there and, got the information, which was about, they had dossier on, Delphine and a couple other people, and one that was of great interest was of an old blade master named Esbern, and they're looking for him, and it turns out that the Thalmor really know nothing of, the return of the dragons. And sadly, I was unable to save Melbourne, so he perished in the cave to a frost troll.
Need a ride?
Megovanen,
Where do you want to go?
take me to Riften.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. Ready to go yet?
Last time it was raining when I did this. Okay, yeah, I'm weary and I'm hungry. Oh, what time is it? Oh, yeah, so I think I better rest for, I think 4 hours is good. Wake up sometime in the, maybe around noontime. And I think
I
yep.
don't know you. You and Riften looking for
I
trouble?
bumped into this guy. I'm just passing through.
Yeah? Well, I got news for you. There's nothing to see here. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some stranger sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
And who might the Blackbriars be?
The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild watching their back. So keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you.
Well, since you brought it up, what kind of dirt do you have on this item?
Only way you could have found one of those is by stealing it.
I actually found it in a troll
thought.
cave.
So what do you want to know?
Is it worth anything?
Do I look like a merchant to you? You're gonna have to take
No.
that up with Vex in the Thieves Guild. Get in good with them.
Vex,
and
eh?
you'll find
Okay.
her.
Okay,
Be seeing you around.
sure.
If you're looking for a handout, you want to speak with my husband.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up the seat.
Never done an honest
Most days work in your life for all
Yeah.
that coin you carry.
May
Looking for a
Guvanen.
place to stay? Show me some coin first. Otherwise, hit the road.
What does thou have for sale?
Take a look.
Actually caught this fish the last time. Let's have some catfish and a Horker loaf. And I think I'm good. And I would like room.
Sure thing.
For the day.
It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this
Oh,
way.
sure, of course. Very unnecessary, but I'm sure I would find it. Listen to that music.
Can't you bother me at my armor stand in the market? Or are you that desperate for training?
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Okay. I shall. Thank you. Have to eat. Yeah, okay. I'll eat a light snack. Bread for now.
Hey, Taylor, get off your lazy tail and take care of the customer.
Keep your skin.
And I'll take a rest for 4 hours. I'm refreshed, great. And I'll eat that catfish now. Another bread. And I guess I'll eat that apple pie. Very good.
You want a drink?
I'm fine, thank you.
If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Of course.
Welcome to the Bee and Bar, milady. If I can interest you in one of our special drinks, you let me know.
I shall. But I've just eaten, so...
Yeah. What's your problem?
Ah. Greetings. Notice a cost increase. What is that? I didn't notice this. Carava. As of this month, I'm afraid we're going to have to double the cost for Blackbriar mead. As you're no doubt well aware, there's quite a bit of civil unrest occurring within Skyrim, the whole Civil War thing. With this unrest comes increased costs to us for shipment protection, ingredients, and labor. I think you'll find your customers more than willing to share in this burden by absorbing the cost through a price increase. I recommend you institute immediately. Failure to comply with our new costs will result in an immediate interruption of Blackbriar mead. Maven Blackbriar. Wow, yeah. Oh,
If you've got
Okay.
the coin, you're welcome here. Oh, what can I get?
yes,
Meat?
so
Wine?
wondering, maybe you might have some information for me. I'm looking for someone who might be hiding out here in Riften. He'd be an older gentleman.
Never heard of anybody like that. But if you want to hide out in Riften, the Ratway's where you'd be.
The
There's a sort of
Ratway,
tavern down
okay.
there, the Ragged Flagon, where
Down
all the
there,
lowlifes
so
in Riften get drunk and
sewers.
knife each other. You might try there if you can get through the Ratway alive.
I thank you for the
Back to
information.
this again.
So, now I know.
Well, hey, that's not something you see every day. I've never
A
seen
man
the
walking
orcs
with
upset about
with
it.
undead.
The city really gets to her.
Tidings.
Greetings. Oh, go after you. Sorry.
questions?
I do not.
Need something?
Sorry.
Need something?
Look at these graphics, you know. And I have a mod that makes these logs rounded. You see that? Instead of octagonal. So I love that. It's these little things that, like before, you wouldn't really notice them, or at the very least wouldn't really care, but once you put that mod on, it's almost like you can't live without that mod, you know. You can almost not, you can't unsee it, kind of thing. Now the ones over there, it doesn't seem like it's really affecting those ones too much, but again, they're far away that you won't really notice them, you know, unlike these ones. Now this one didn't really do its job on that one, but that's okay, you know. All these ones are fine.
You have
Look at
questions?
this. I do not. Now yeah, there's a fishing spot over there, and I did go fishing, and I did catch a, I think it was a pog fish. So let's see if I can repeat my luck with that.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
I got a brook bass. Okay, I'm okay with that. So I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. Some apples.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
So here we go. Oh, see, now there's a, it must have clipped through this door or something, but okay. Warning, stay out of the ratway. This is why the last time I didn't recognize a note. It has come to our attention that some misguided citizens have been venturing into the ratway late at night to complicate matters. Others have seen fit to spread rumors of their disappearance, stirring up talk of ghosts and phantoms haunting the sewers. We would recommend you that Ratway is not a safe place for commoners, and any talk of ghosts is nothing more than tavern gossip. We will investigate the matter shortly, but in the meantime, take heed and do not enter the Ratway. The Riften Guard. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, here we go. Great. Hi, skeletons. There's Skelly and the other skeleton, right? Oh, okay. I'm drained again. Wow.
Fus, Roda!
Oh, I didn't mean to do it twice, but okay. Looks good. Right, and I also need to see Vex about that gem, right? Ah.
I have no business with you.
Perhaps I have business with
Whatever
you.
you're selling, I'm not buying.
Oh. Well, I thought, It was suggested that I show my unusual gem to Vex, a member of the Thieves Guild in Riften. However, I'll need to wait until I'm a full member of the guild. Oh. Well, okay. It's a good thing they put that little bit of information on there. Ah.
Better have coin to pay for your drinks.
Yes,
No
barkeep.
handouts here.
I seek information.
Nerve coming down here.
Why do you say that?
People tend to get hurt in a rat way. If I were you,
That better not be a threat.
Stay here for long.
I don't intend to. I seek someone. He'd be an older gentleman. I heard that he might possibly be hiding somewhere here in the Ratway. He'd probably be dressed in some plain clothing, possibly even tattered clothing, as to not draw suspicion to himself. And as I said, he would be an older gentleman.
Huh. Lot of old guys around. I don't really know how I can help.
I did this before and I failed, but I will just bypass that. It's not like I'm struggling with coins, so perhaps. And I had a bag of dice, and I should have remembered the last time too. I was looking for it, and because I used to play a lot of D&D, and I would have this black bag with a string that you can pull it to close it, and I would keep my dice in there. It's a dice bag, D20s, D4, D10s, all that stuff. And I seem to have misplaced it, and that would have been perfect. But let's just pretend that I have a sack of coin. Perhaps this will jog your memory. Put it there on the table.
Well, when you put it that way,
I thought so.
I think I do know the old guy you're talking about. He's holed up in the
I have to
Ratway
speak his
walls.
language, right?
Hardly ever leaves the place.
The
Unless
Warrens?
someone bring him food and such. Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that to stand out down here, he must really be off his nut.
Okay. So, I don't think I got this bit of information. So, he is hiding down here. Where does he live?
He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens.
Oh, the Warrens, like you said.
You're not the only one looking for him.
No? Oh, okay. Thank you for that. As I'm looking to make a home here. Okay. I thank thee for thy information.
Yeah. Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
I intend to stay out of trouble. Was 3 the fasting? Yes, it was. Okay.
Bruce, Rhoda!
Excellent. You see what I mean? The combat in here is quite nice. This is like a stove here that some people use this acid here to make or not an oven, right? When they do house mods, they put an oven in there. Look at the stone, It's really nice. The stonework. stone masonry. And look at even this elven armor, really detailed. Oh, don't want that to go to waste. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's detailed. Look at that. Even great physics and just the way he's lying there dead. What? Look at that. It's like he tried to catch the arrow, but it still hit him like in the neck. I love that. I may as well. More like it got him in the ear. Oh, let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I can give back the fishing rod. Okay. Not sure where my other guy went, but I should look for him. It's most unexpected. Where's...
You'd better have coin to pay for your drinks. There's no handouts here.
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
Yeah. Where did Skelly go? Oh, look at that. He didn't even, there he is. I can't believe it. He was just trapped on the other side that whole time. Okay. Okay. It's good you're holding a torch.
Last person who
May I
made
go
trouble
run in?
for Veckel ended up with a smashed head.
Yeah. Been through all that with the other guy. Okay. Well, I'm sure if I just fell down, I mean, I'm sure they would run around and catch up to me, but Ah. Yeah, I mentioned those markings like that, those glyphs. They're meant to like mark, like if it's like a friend of the Thieves Guild, something like that. So this must be, oh, Draven's bow. Okay. You know, that must be something for you know, like a cache for members of the Thieves Guild. Oops, I didn't mean to grab those things, but I think I grabbed like some pots. Yeah, like this tankard. I didn't need to get that. And did I grab a weapon? Yeah, I don't need to get that either. Look at this. Oh, this is... That's great. Ooh. I like that. Also trying to watch my step. There could be tripwires, you know. Ah, yeah, there was like an oil lamp up there, right? And then I could have knocked it down and then it would have set this room aflame, but there's really nothing down here to kill, so. The Warrens, okay. Effed to death. We're just gonna leave her. It's really none of my concern. And there was like an angry chef over here. But we'll just leave him be. Oh, and that's another thing I noticed with, yes, this quest here. The one with the note that was, you know, sticking on the door when I first entered the Ratway. I've heard rumors about a ghostly apparition that has been haunting the Ratway in Riften. I should investigate the area and see if I can learn more, find a ghost in the Ratway. So I think I'm going to do this one, but I'm going to pick up Esbern first, because I think that would be kind of nice to do that quest with, you know, him by my side. Okay, so this was about where I left off the last time. I'm going to quick save it, and you know, right in front of the door where Esbern is. And okay, I'll save it under a new one. So in any case, I hope you all enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next adventures. I'll try to do this a little bit later on today, otherwise, you know, the day after. And then about 2 or 3 days after you see this one, I'll have the other one, the one with no sound. I'll have that up for you guys to check out. So, okay, see you.